What's up guys, Neox Gaming here. I'm back with another video. We're going to be reacting to scary animations. I haven't done this reaction on my channel yet, so I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. Let's get to it. What the heck am I doing? Let's get to it. Okay guys, we're here. The first one is called School Lockdown Story Animated. Okay, School Lockdown.
It was a typical boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period, meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers, so our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporcle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporcle, I remember the exact moment it happened. Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes, and then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. A few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you."
Bruh, he started screaming on the lockers saying, "I'll kill all of you." Why is he screaming? And someone calling him. I don't want anyone else calling me right now. Even though I do not know who that person was, because for some reason random people just get my number. But back to the subject. This guy screams, banging on the lockers, saying, "I'll kill all of you." I thought it was a guy in pain at first when he said someone was screaming down the hallway. I thought someone was in pain or being killed or something. But it seems like this guy is just gonna kill all of them.
It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life. My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions. The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door. And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no. The banging on the door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up." 2 of the girls in the class were crying out loud now.
I think someone in his classroom knows this guy or something. Because why would he get this specific school? He probably knows someone in his classroom that he hates or wants to kill to get money.
It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person until we could not hear him anymore.
Mentally insane person. We knew that was coming. If I was at that school, you know what I would have done? I always carry a BB gun in my book bag for safety reasons. Well, it's not a BB gun, it's an airsoft gun, but almost the same thing. And so I just use that to scare off people when they try to do something to me. Because those things actually hurt. I got shot on the neck with one before. But those don't go through skin like an actual BB gun or a real gun. So let's get back to it.
I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not. Now this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security, so the school was wide open to something like this happening. The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of the school, and according to
If he found the crazy man sleeping, why don't you just kill him? If he was sleeping, that's what you should do.
rumors that were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum. The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up, for example, leaving the closet door open, because by the time a police officer could arrive on the scene, the man was gone. My entire class, as far as I know, to this day, has no idea if this man was ever found, but I like to think that right now, he's being given the proper help that he needs.
So guys, that was that story. And what do you have to say about that one? Leave it in the comments. I do not know about that one. But if you guys did enjoy this one, I want you to leave a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the next video that I'm about to do of horror stories, then maybe we should skip right to it. Yeah, let's skip right to it. So guys, here we go. These are 4 horror stories. It's called Let's Read. So let's read. I'm not actually reading. This one is just called Let's Read. I want to read.
A few years back, when I still lived with my parents, I used to stay in the room right next to my younger sisters. Sometimes while I was asleep, I would be awoken by the sound of someone coming into my room. When I would open my eyes, I would see my 4-year-old sister just staring at me in silence. After realizing it's only her, I would calm myself down and lead her back to her bed. I wasn't the only family member this happened to, and in the morning my sister would never remember it happened. Most of the time we would find her by the stairs on her way to the bathroom. My parents worried about her falling down, so they put a child gate in front of the stairs. On one occasion I remember seeing her standing in front of the gate, and as I approached her, she slowly pointed down the stairs.
Okay. 1 sec, I messed up. Alright.
Being slightly creeped out,
So guys, my camera just messed up, but pointing down the stairs. At nighttime, I would never go down the stairs. If I wanted some water, man, I would just go to the bathroom. So I'm not going downstairs. That's just scary because it's pure dark, and I want to be able to turn the lights on because the lights are nowhere near the stairs. So I would never, ever, ever, ever want to do that. Leave in the comment section below if you would ever, if you have went down the stairs at nighttime.
I just gently led her back to her room. It wasn't until summer came and I would stay up later that I would sometimes hear her talking to herself in the early hours of the morning. I used to think it was a little...
Talking to herself? Wait. This is all adding up. Pointing down the stairs. Talking to herself. Not even talking to herself. In her room with the door closed under the covers. Maybe there's a monster that she's talking to who she spends time with more than her family. But I don't know how that would be possible. But
That's it. That's it.
What?
Funny.
Nah. So let's get back.
funny, but on a few occasions it really sounded like a lower voice would respond. I was too much of a chicken to ever check.
Lower voice would respond to her. That's it. She was talking to something, some creature, monster, or something. I would never, ever, ever, ever turn my lights off in my room. That's how scared I am. Like, I would at some points, as long as there's a big light near me. I ain't finna use one of them small lamps. I'm finna use a real light. Like, that's not happening to me. I'ma never go in the dark. 'Cause I'm scared of something like that happening. Oh, that's about my phone bill. Okay. No, man, move. This away from me, bruh. Never mind what you just saw.
So I would just decide it was time for bed and try not to think about it. Luckily, by the time she turned 5, it seemed like she finally grew out of it since we never found her walking around the house again. I still wonder why it always seemed like she was trying to get one of us to lead her downstairs.
Lead her down the stairs. I see where this is going. Maybe she wants her whole family to get eaten.
Eva always lied. It was obvious from the very beginning that she was a compulsive liar.
Guys, let's stop right there. If you did enjoy this video, I want you to leave a thumbs up. I also want you to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every time I'm making a video. And I also want you to leave a comment saying that you subscribed, and I'll give you a shout out in the next video. And I'm about to make another video right now, so peace out.